Good morning. We are starting. This is a 30-minute swim strength. Trying to get through all the important muscle groups in 30 minutes. It's not a replacement for swimming, but it'll definitely make you stronger, help prevent injury, and hopefully get you faster when we're finally back in the water. So of course, we're gonna start with our dynamic stretches. Definitely wanna get loosened up. Get the body ready to exercise, right? So no rules here. Do what feels good. Imagine you're about to jump in the pool. And you want to loosen up all those muscles that you would be using if you were swimming. So that includes your neck, your chest, your shoulders. Well, pretty much every muscle that you use. Every muscle that you have, you're using when you're in the pool, right? Or swimming in the open water. There's really no muscles that we're not using, but we do want to focus on upper body, right? Hips, the front of the hips especially, making sure they're open, big circles, feet a little wider, couple figure eights. Good. And then of course the ankles, which tend to be tight on people who are good runners. So really important to open up the hips here. So making sure the knee is behind the other knee and you're squeezing your glute and getting that deep stretch into the front of the hip flexor. If you sit a lot or you bike a lot, that's going to be very tight. So it's really important to open that up for swimming. And then just feels good on the glutes to do this one. And then of course ankles and toes coming up as high as you can. The more floppy and flexible your ankles, the better you can kick, right? So working on your ankle mobility is definitely something you can do all the time. You can sit on your ankles, you can stretch them while you're at your desk, but definitely something you want to focus on. Okay, we're gonna get right to it because we've only got 30 minutes today. Okay, so remember, we're always working on our streamline, right? So go ahead and test your streamline. And I'd love for you to do this in the mirror, right? Are you straight? Are your arms straight? Most people do this and this is what they look like. So we're talking straight arms, hands on top of each other. This is what you should look like from the side, right? So check yourself, take a picture of yourself from the side. If you're not streamlined, that's really important to work on. So that means you need to work on your mobility through a range of motion, right? Can you get those hips to tuck under, get longer? Can you straighten those arms? That's all thoracic spine. So in another video, doing your foam roller to open up your chest and your back, really important. But we're gonna focus on strength together today. So we're gonna start with our squat. So legs together, squat, feet touching each other, okay? So the idea is to go all the way down on the floor with your arms overhead. Now, this is a tough one, right? So you're gonna go all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. 20 reps. Now, if you cannot do this, if you can't do that squat with your feet on the floor, hold on to something, okay? So you can do the same squat, legs together, but you're just holding on to something to help you get that same streamline from your ankles, right? Don't let your heels come off the floor. So let's get 20 reps. 6, I think, 7. But legs need to be together. Focusing on that streamline. 10 more. Squeeze those knees together too. Good, last 5. Come up and squeeze your glutes, right? Get tall and long. Okay, last one. Or try to get to 20. All right, push-ups. We're gonna do hand release push-ups. So all the way down the ground. You can do these on the fit ball or just on the ground. So I'm gonna show you just normal push-ups, right? But you're gonna go all the way down And the goal is to get your hands off the floor. Push up. Push up. Hands off the floor, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Push up. Try to get 20 of those, but remember to stay strong through your core, right? You want to be nice and strong through the core. 20 reps. Squeezing those shoulder blades together off the floor. If you need to go on your knees, that's fine. Good, 10 more. If you want to make that harder, you can add the fit ball to elevate your feet, right? This makes, you're not going to be able to do the hand release, but it just makes the push-up a little harder. And then you can get a little more streamlined, making sure your hips are up, doing your push-up. I'm going to do my last 5 on the fit ball. Now when you're doing this, don't let your hips sag. Okay, your abs are engaged the whole time, and your feet are touching, and you're in your streamline. All right. Back lunge with a med ball. So this is opening up the hips, like we talked about. The importance of having those hips open. So start with your feet together, back lunge, twist to the leg that's in front. Good. This one we're going to do 20 on each leg, since we're only doing a set of 20. This is 3, I think. 4. Want to make it harder, put your arms overhead, in the middle. Ooh, watch out for ceiling fans. Ten more. Keep your head straight as your arms are twisting. Just helps you keep your body aligned for swimming. Okay, last 5. 4. Last one. Yes, good job. Okay, if I don't hit the exact number of 20, doing my best. I like to create a count sometimes. Okay, so we're gonna work on our back muscles. And if you have your swim paddles, please pull them out. And your fit ball. So the idea is to simulate swimming in the pool, right? So we are going to catch and pull. But if you have a fit ball too, you can also include that. So you're gonna catch and pull, catch and pull, catch and pull. So I'm gonna continue, but also do it on top of the fit ball. So makes it a little more swim specific. You're in your swim posture, right? Just want to make sure you guys can see me. So you're here. Put the ball underneath your waist. So you're right in the middle. And do your swim stroke. Good. Good, keep going. Try to have a high elbow recovery. Okay, next thing is supine fit ball plank. So with my back on the floor, you're gonna put your legs on top of the football. And the idea is to be nice and strong. You can leave your hands on the floor or put the hands overhead in swim position. These are hard. I'm gonna put my hands here, but you're just gonna lift your legs up, not too far, but as if you're kicking, right? So try to keep your legs super straight, but you should feel your hamstrings and your glutes. Try to get 20 reps on each side. Good, if you wanna make it harder, just have your elbows on the floor. And then the hardest one is arms overhead with your hips up. Super hard. Lifting one leg at a time. Not there yet. But try to get 20 lifts on each leg. Looks good. Point those toes. Try to keep your hips up as high as you can. Good job. Keep going. 20 more reps. If you don't have a fit ball, you can do the same exercise like this with your hands here, or put your feet up on top of a bench and do it that way. Okay, now we're gonna do bow and arrow rows. So, pretty strong band. We're gonna do a pretty strong band. Blue, the stronger you are, the harder the band. And your idea is to rotate your shoulders and your hips together, keeping your head focused on the target. So my right foot's forward, my left arm is rowing, and I want to think about just rotating around my spine, right? Very symmetrical. See how my elbow is in line with my hand, right? I'm not bending my wrist or my shoulders not up. Chest out, shoulders back and down. Good, at least 20. Good job. After you get 20, switch sides. Remember, hips, shoulders and hips are moving together, rotating to one side. Shoulders back and down, chest out. Good. Last 10. Okay, good job. Okay, at least 20 on each side. Let's see what we got next. Okay, so we're gonna do football twists on the ball. So if you if you don't have a football, you can do these. All planks, I like to do straight arms for swimming. So you can do this, and then you're gonna tap your foot on the outside of your hip, rotating your hips, right? Keeping your hips up. So this is one version. And then the next version is with the football. The farther the ball is underneath your legs, the harder it is. So you're gonna rotate, rotate. Get your hips stacked. Pull your belly button in, keep your hips up. Shoulders are strong too. Try to get 20 on each side. Last 5. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm fatigued. Can't do anymore. So 20 on each side. Okay, now we're gonna do sitting on your butt, football twists, right? So we've done these a million times. It's just important to get some rotation, right? Lots of abs involved with swimming. So 20 on each side, tap the ball on either side of your hips. Good posture. The straighter your legs, the better. Point those toes. Try to get 10 more. Just checking the time. Good job. We're doing good. We got 10 more minutes. I'm gonna grab my red band next for some rotator cuff exercises. All right, let's finish up with those abs. And this one, your goal is to, I'm gonna fix the camera a little bit, is to make sure you're having a high elbow catch, right? As you rotate your elbow. Your elbow's your anchor. And this is definitely to help make sure you have a strong rotator cuff to catch the water, right? So make the resistance enough that you can do 20. But notice my elbow is right in line with my shoulder, and I'm just rotating around the joint. You can even put your hand on your shoulder to hear if it's crunchy or not. And try to move your angle so that there's less noise, right? So if the ball is in the socket and everything's rotating properly, you should not hear a lot of crunchy. So at least 20 reps forward. Good, and then I'm gonna take the same arm and I'm gonna go externally rotation. So I might have to step in a little closer. These are harder. And you'll see it on when I do my left arm. But your elbow is in line with your shoulder. Just as high. So I don't know if you can see that. 20 reps pulling straight back. Most people are really weak in this position, and this is really important to help keep your front to back ratio of strength equal. Good, 10 more. These are tough. Good. So I'm going to switch arms. Just start on the external since I'm already facing this way. So now I got my left arm doing the work, externally rotating. Good, after 20, keep the same arm, the band on the same arm. Step forward and do my internal rotations. I know you can't see me that well, but elbows up as high as the shoulder. And I'm just catching with the resistance. This is how you get your high elbow catch in the water, right? This trains you on land. If you have a hard time with a high elbow catch in the water, training yourself on land will help you. Your brain can learn things a little bit better. We're land mammals, right? So the brain can understand things better on land and then get in the pool and practice your swim drills. All right, I think we only have a couple minutes left. And we're gonna finish up with some side planks. So whichever arm you just finished with, you're gonna go on the opposite arm, just because that arm should be a little fatigued. And you're gonna be straight arms, okay? So let's do some modifications. If you can't balance well on your side, you can put your feet like skis, like on a slalom ski, one foot in front of the other. But the bottom leg is supporting you, okay? So if you're more advanced, your feet are on top of each other, and you're just holding this plank. If you're more advanced, you're gonna move your arm as if you're swimming, right? Up and back. You should be able to hold this position for at least 30 seconds, right? Notice I'm not hanging down here. I'm strong through the core. My hips are forward. Squeeze your butt. Push those hips forward, forward, forward. Good, let's get 5 more. If you want to make it harder, lift the top leg and point it. That's a hard one. Good, switch sides. Sorry, my arm is going out of the camera. Good, but this is my stronger side, so I can tend to do more on this side, right? But I don't want to have too much of an imbalance, so I'll keep it the same. Make sure this hand is right underneath your shoulder. If it's too far away, you won't be able to balance. Push those hips forward. Should be in a completely straight streamline. Good. Let's get 15 more seconds. Good job, you guys. Okay, our flutter kicks. So on your back, you're gonna point your toes, come up on your elbows. So my abs are very engaged. Let's go. Actually, I want to time these for a minute. Let me get my timer on. We got 5 more minutes. We're doing great. We only have a couple more exercises. Okay, clock. Where are you? Taking a little break. Okay, ready? 1 minute. Let's go. Flutter kick, super straight legs. Pulling your toes, belly button in. Breathe. Try to breathe out of your nose. Like exhale out of your nose, just like you do in the pool. Inhale mouth, exhale nose. Inhale mouth, exhale nose. 30 more seconds. Twenty more seconds. Last 10. Three, 2, and 1. Oh, give yourself a hug. If you need to take a break, that's fine. Just try to have the whole minute done. All right, we're gonna do front planks and Supermans and we're done. So we're doing great for time. Maybe a quick couple minute stretch if we have a moment. What time is it? All right, so straight arm planks. Okay, super straight, right? My butt's not in the air. I'm not hanging down. I'm straight, okay? Look straight down. Now, you're gonna point one foot back, point your toes, and you can alternate. If this is enough, just hold it. If you wanna make it harder, alternate pointing toes, or reaching with one hand for 11 and 1. And then if you're really strong, you're gonna do opposite arm and leg together. Pointing, pointing, pointing and reaching. Try to get a couple on each side. If it's too hard, go back to one arm and one leg at a time. Whew. Let's get 10 on each side. Good job, you guys. Okay, and the last thing is Supermans. Take a break for a quick second. Catch your breath. Let's go straight down on your belly. And again, we're focused on our streamline, right? So arms are overhead, 11 and 1. My legs are touching each other, pointing my toes. So we're gonna do 10 times opposite arm and leg raise. Opposite arm and leg raise. 2, 3, 3. Get your quad off the floor, right? All the way from your hip. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look straight down. Good, now we're gonna do same arm, same leg. Right arm, right leg. Left arm, left leg. 1, 2. Look straight down. And 10, we're done. Way to go, you guys. If you have time for a quick stretch, just sit up on your elbows, stretch out those hip flexors, your psoas in the front, rock your hips side to side. Take a deep breath in, exhale as you push up. Inhale as you push up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. 2 more, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Come up on your hands and knees, round and arch your back a few times. Inhale, arch, exhale, round, inhale, arch, exhale, round. Good. Remember we talked about those ankles being flexible. You should have no space between your shins and the ground here to have an effective kick in the pool. So this is a good stretch to do. And we're actually gonna do one more hip flexor stretch. So let's go all the way back down on your belly. Grab your ankle, pull your heel to your butt. Put your forehead on your arm on your head on your forearm. And see if you can get that streamline. If you can, no problem. Go ahead and lift up. Let's get 5 on each leg. Look straight down. Good, switch sides. All right, that's it. I promised. 30 minutes. What time is it? 7 o'clock, 7:01. I did it. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I hope you have a great day. And you got kind of a swim workout in. All right, I'm gonna push stop record. Namaste.